Front Street runs parallel to Highway 101 and sees little traffic today. In the late 1800s, it was the main street along the wharf and heart of the water-dependent community. Marshfield was the name of the area. Businesses lined each side of Front Street. The north end of the street is where the fish packing plant, creamery, ice plant, and ironwork buildings were. On July 23, 1922, a fire started in a building across the street from what is today the Coos History Museum. The fire jumped across the street to what was then the Odd Fellows Building. The fire burned all the way down to the east side of Front Street to the W.G. Webster Building. Miraculously, during the fire, no one lost their life. The fire destroyed the heart of Front Street Business District, affecting 23 businesses. Few of the original buildings along Front Street remain today. Two surviving structures include the Sun Newspaper Shop and the Coos Bay Ironworks Building. The Ironworks Building has been standing sentinel since 1892. Many of the original machinery and equipment is still housed in this building. Across the street was the foundry where iron was melted and shaped into parts like gears for engines and blades for saws. Standing outside the museum today, visitors can see the Coos King donkey. This steam donkey engine is one-of-a-kind machine that uses gears made by Coos Bay Ironworks. It was designed to be safer than most steam donkeys because workers did not have to get as close to the cables when they were dragging logs. Other equipment made in the ironworks was used throughout the community. This included machines for logging and mining, engines for steamships, wood stoves for homes, and tools for farmers. Some of the buildings and businesses that were lost in the fire include the Charles Feller Fish Cannery, which first opened in 1892. The cannery bought its fish from local fishermen. Employees could expect to earn around $1.50 per day for 10 hours of work. Before the Chinese Exclusion Law in 1882, many canneries hired Chinese men. When the railroad came to Marshfield, the cannery is able to ship fish a lot farther than before. Another business on Front Street was the Coos Bay Mutual Creamery, which also opened in 1892. It stood where the museum is now located at the mouth of the Coos River. Milk was delivered by boat. These boats, like the one outside the museum, traveled down the river, picking up 5-gallon cans of milk from farmers on the way to town. Some of the milk was delivered to the creamery to make cheese and butter, and other cans were delivered around town by boat. At this time, travel by boat was much faster than by horse and buggy. These boats were often called the mosquito fleet because of how they zipped around, delivering mail and transporting items to and from small farms along the river. The wharf along Front Street had been a heart of water-dependent community. However, with the fire and arrival of automobiles, the focus eventually shifted to Central Avenue and away from the water.